Hey look, the first animated movie on Media Reloaded, and probably the only animated review. Who knows, I might review Fantastic Planet or Heavy Metal in the future, anything that's not popular with these SJWs. So this is for a special occasion because I can't believe the Polar Express is now 20 years old. I remember in elementary school, this was one of our go-to Christmas movies during the season. Let's start by talking about the animation. It's pretty impressive for 2004. No, seriously, it looks like the Snake Eater remake. It's such a shame that Zemeckis & Co. had to shut down the studio after Mars Needs Moms because the studio wasn't as successful as we all hoped. For the non-motion capture animation, we have the textures of the train, we have the snow falling apart, we have a roller coaster POV. I also like that we see through the pages and the ice, baby, floor. No, seriously, when I was a kid, I thought they were standing on the ocean. Wait a minute. They are in the ocean! Ha! I like the evil mouth cave, showing that our main character needs to believe he could survive a cave scratching. This movie's main moral is about belief. And yes, it is religion. Those critics who try to add trust in individual want me gassed. It's definitely a relatable journey, such as looking for proof, asking questions, seeing others' praises, possible seeing is believing, being told you're a doubter.
You're a doubter! A doubter you don't believe!
I also like the anatomy of this magic train. Frightened by a bunch of puppets, and now he's back to where he started. And they established that if you don't believe in Santa, you can't hear no bells.
The bell.
What bell?
Yes, I hear it.
I hear.
I don't think seeing the godly like Santa breaks the moral of the story, pun intended. I mean, come on, he's shiny when he shows up, of course I'm gonna call him that. I say that because the main character listens to the bell and says he believes before Santa shows up. And of course, I think Tom Hanks' voice fits.
Full of confidence and spirit.
Tom Hanks did the motion capture for most of the male characters, including Hero Boy. But he only did the voices for most of the adult male characters, which I think adds to the uniqueness of the movie. Heck, you can hear his voice on everyone.
Why, to the North Pole, of course! This is the Polar Express! Hey, we all! Santa will be here before you know it, so go to sleep.
And hey, Tom Hanks is either in history movies or animated movies, so I think this fits into his resume. Man, Tom Hanks is definitely one of my favorite actors. The message is also pushed forward by the hobo.
I want to believe.
But you don't want to be bamboozled. You don't want to be led down the primrose path. You don't want to be caught, surprised, hoodwinked. You don't want to be taken for a ride, railroaded.
Who is hinted at being either an angel or a ghost.
Someone saved you?
Or something.
An angel.
Do you believe in ghosts? Maybe.
He even makes jokes about him being the king. Yeah.
I am the king
of the North Pole! He's used as a helpful guide. He helps the hero boy hide tickets in his shoe. Don't worry, your feet don't start rotting until puberty. Clearly, you dumb critics forgot that. He has a sort of Swiss-German guitar, whatever that thing is.
Can't get your head out of the cloud! Wake up, kid!
This is snow, not cocaine, kid! I also like that he's into hot cocoa. That's me when I kissed a man while playing Spin the Bottle in high school. As for the rest of the adult cast, we have the conductor, whose design definitely fits the Tom Hanks' accent.
Well, it says here, no photo with the department store Santa this year. No letter.
For you, I would think about climbing on board.
And he's bald. There's also the iconic ticket punch. F you, what the heck does that mean?
What in the name of Mike?
Ah, now he just sounds like my grandfather.
Get us the blazes out of here!
Then there's the train drivers, whatever the heck they're called, played by Michael Jeter of Waterworld fame, who are the fat guy and tall skinny guy duo trope. The ginger skinny guy screams Bloody Mary when he's getting his chain yanked. You know, I was going to yell at you, but you made everything helpful. Oh, bullshit! That's not powerful enough! Now on to the kids. A young Josh Hutcherson voices Hero Boy, who is the character having trouble believing Santa. I also get the vibe that he's the not-so-playful kid, which I think is what helps him set him apart from the rest of the cast. I also like the symbolism of the snowman waving goodbye to Hero Boy. Hero Girl, on the other hand, is the happy, optimistic one. In defense of both characters being called Hero Boy and Girl, the movie's pacing does a good job of making us not caring about their names.
She forgot her ticket. It hasn't been punched.
You know she's gonna come back, right, PETA? But at least we got some good visuals with wolves and eagles. Okay, seriously, where are they now? These tickets are not transferable. A fate worse than death, being treated like a little kid. As the ticket magically comes back, Hero Boy goes as far as to risk hyperthermia to give it back to Hero Black Girl, which shows a lot of character for him. Then there's... what's your name again, kid?
My name is Billy.
Thank you. He's the bullying ballhead little cracker who's always miserable because...
Christmas just doesn't work out for me.
we don't even know why, and I think it's meant for the audience to imagine. Maybe it's because he lives in this shitty-ass cabin in the woods.
No one is required to see Santa.
I can't wrap my tongue on why, but I actually kind of like that.
But Christmas is such a wonderful, beautiful time. It's a time for giving and being thankful for friends and family. People hang decorations and lights.
But I don't mention Jesus for some reason. There's also the plot where he chases his present in Santa's factory.
Avenue.
That's my address.
Damn, how do kids that age know his address? 2004 must have been a different time. I also like how Santa visited his house before he returned because it's a small, unique detail for the kids in the audience to think about. Then we have this honky.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! You know what kind of train this is?
We're heading for the other side of the tracks.
Haha, poor people funny. Yes, he's the yellow retarded nerd. At the North Pole, he has supposedly been following these three kids out of nowhere.
Everything on my list. All I found was one present, and all I had was a bunch of stupid underwear.
Is that the new Cole, or is it something else? The joke factory is producing with this one. He's also a fan of the Mayans, just like I am.
You know, Montezuma, the king of the Aztecs, would drink 50 quarts of hot chocolate every day.
That's true, and just like every other nerd, nobody believes him. After all my years of watching this movie, I finally noticed the stupid kid overdosing on hot chocolate. Don't do drugs, kids. My main flaw with this movie is that it's not sure if it wants to be a musical or not. There's the iconic hot chocolate song, where the clothes create invisible tables, and coffee raindrops create full cups of coca. The folks serving the cocoa doing a lot of stunts, and messing around on machines. Seriously, where did these waiters and chefs come from? Then there's the song Billy and Hero Black Girl sing, where they talk about the importance of Christmas with light illusions. There's the background song when the Polar Express is entering the North Pole. The songs are memorable, don't get me wrong, but I think it kinda needs to be a full-on musical. There was another song planned based on the train engineer duo, and I wish they would have kept it in, because it would have definitely been more popular with the kids in the audience. Now on to the North Pole. At least it being surrounded by heavy ocean is an accurate representation of Venice. I mean the North Pole. This North Pole sucks. This isn't the North Pole, this is Auschwitz. And look, as much as I love the frozen waterfalls, are you sure this isn't Rapture?
No, says the man in Moscow. It belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose Rapture. A city where the artist would not fear the censor.
I like that the elves talk like midgets, unlike other critics.
All right, you stowaways. Party's over.
I'm rocking on top of the world.
Keep the midget voices, keep the midget voices, keep the midget voices. Does that mean Steven Tyler Elf has vocal cord damage too? I also like the running gag about the time zone. You better learn geography, naughty listers.
It's 5 minutes to midnight.
Hey, what gives? It was 5 minutes till midnight 4 minutes ago.
Exactly.
Also, why are all these kids live action? Why does that feel like a hostage video? Did you blow up the meth lab?
I didn't do it.
You steal my girl, little bitch?
I didn't do it.
Did you shoot JFK?
I didn't do it.
So
do
it's
it.
almost Christmas, huh? We'll cut the kid a break. But you put him on a check twice list for next year.
Ah, they're merciful. Unlike me. The present factory is creative, though. It looks like an airport suitcase loader mixed with a jump street. I like the charity coin present loader. It's funny because it sounds like something that comes out of your ass. We have an 80s pipe traveling system. Oh, my favorite ride at Universal Studios.
But from my layman's perspective, you need more altitude!
Hey, he's helpful. This dude almost died by getting stabbed in the nose. Embarrassing.
The flying elves. They are specialists. Do not try that at home, kids. Do not try that at home.
Oh, we're gonna try it, sir.
And as for the scene where the hero boy gets the bell, now in the book, he changes Mariah Carey's lyrics to All I Want for Christmas Is Me. However, in the film adaptation, he whispers it and Santa gives him the bell. While some people might say he just wanted the bell, I think it's mostly up for interpretation of what he actually wants for Christmas.
That wasn't supposed to happen, kids. Damn it, I knew all the wires weren't connected properly.
I also like the part of the plot where Hero Boy loses the bell, because it adds disappointment to the story. Two of the worst things when you're a kid, disappointment and losing something. Everyone finally gets their final ticket words. The yellow nerd gets learn because he needs to learn how to not be an obnoxious cunt. Billy gets a dementia ticket.
So, can you count on us to get you home safe and sound?
Hero Black Girl gets lead because she's a leader. I wonder if she's gonna become G.I. Jane in the future. Don't worry, folks, it's a compliment, not a joke this time. I know what I'm saying. And finally, Peeta Mellark gets the most important message, and that is believe. So then, we have the final scene.
One thing about trains. It doesn't matter where they're going. What matters is deciding to get on.
Nice callback to the beginning, but still a strange message if you think about it.
What?
Merry Christmas! When Hero Boy and his bastard little sister wake up, it could be interpreted that the parents put the presents under the tree, minus the train of course, and of course minus the bell.
Oh, that's too bad.
What's this? Huh? Broken.
So yeah, only believers can hear the bell, so I think the parents put most of the presents under the tree.
Come on, kids. We don't want to be late.
Late for what? At one time, my friends could hear the bell, but as years passed, it went silent for them. Even Sarah found out that one year she cannot hear its sweet sound. But as I've grown old, the bell still rings for me, as it does for all those who truly believe.
Merry Christmas.